I'm SJ and this is Infinite Fire Readings. Thank you so much for being here. I do manifesting and tarot, and at the moment I'm focusing particularly on manifestation. So I wanted to jump straight into the topic today of another concept regarding everyone is you pushed out, where I think there is, I know that it's a topic that I have been working on understanding, and I know that there can be a little bit of confusion around the topic as well. So I basically just wanted to sum it up with a quote that I discovered that really shifted my understanding of it, and sort of to realize that I did already understand it. Though yeah, I thought this quote could possibly help. So it's a Neville Goddard quote, and it says, "You never suggest to another the state which you desire to see him express, or her. Instead, you convince yourself he or her is already that which you desire him or her to be." So I'll just read it again, plain and simple. "You never suggest to another the state which you desire to see him express. Instead, you convince yourself he is already that which you desire him to be." So yeah, you never suggest to another the state which you desire to see him express. Instead, you convince yourself he is already that which you desire him to be. So when you're, when we're talking about influencing people around us, or, SP is a big topic as well, wanting your SP to behave or be a certain way. Say you're wanting your SP to bring you flowers, or you're wanting them to be loving and affectionate towards you. With everyone as you pushed out, when you say you're affirming for that, and you're like, they always bring me flowers, they are always affectionate, they always bring me flowers, they're always affectionate, whatever it is that you're affirming, you're not saying it to change them. You're not saying that affirmation to change them. You're saying the affirmation to remind yourself that they are already capable and able and are that version that you wish them to be. So I'll explain again. Say you're wanting to, again, them, be more affectionate towards you, be more loving towards you, really care about the relationship. And you're like, they love me, they care about me, they're affectionate. If you don't think they're doing these things and you're affirming that so that they are like that. You're not saying those affirmations so that they become that way. You're saying those affirmations so that you acknowledge that they already are that way. Let's look at it this way. It's why sometimes you get along with someone and someone else doesn't, the same person, different energy. It's why sometimes you don't get along with someone and someone else does get along with that person, same person, different energy, because both the people to do with that person have a different assumption about how that person is going to show up for them based on whatever. So that's why you can have one person act in multiple ways towards different people. So if I hold the assumption that this particular person is genuinely loving, genuinely caring, and I give them the benefit of the doubt, no matter what's going on, then they are the assumptions that I hold for that person, right? So say you're wanting them to, contact you a lot, a specific person, and they're not. It's important to look at the meaning that you have placed on what it means that they haven't contacted you. So if you're like, you want them to contact you and you're like, they're always contacting me, they're always contacting me, they're always contacting me, because they're not. If you are affirming it because you know that they are capable and that they do always contact you, like they are capable of always contacting you, they want to contact you. If you are affirming that, but deep down you have this belief as well, like, but they don't want to contact me, and them not contacting me means they don't like me, they're your dominant assumptions about that person. Change those. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe they don't contact you because they're fucking busy, or because they are figuring out stuff in their life, or because they are trying to make things, better for the next time they see you. I don't know, whatever it is that you want to make it mean for you. It's looking at the meaning we assign to what it is that we aren't getting, or looking at the meaning that we're assigning to not getting the contact and not getting the job, and what those two things mean. So if you don't get the role, does that mean that to you that you're unworthy, that you're not capable? Or does it mean that you're more than capable, they oversighted, or they just selected someone else, or they will select you, maybe they made a mistake? Like, there are other meanings that you can assign to these outcomes. You can just choose other meanings that these things mean for you that are far more in benefit to you. What I'm saying is, when you're focusing on everyone as you pushed out, and when you are affirming that they are the version of themselves that you want them to be, you have to understand that you're affirming them to be that version, not because they're not that version, but because they are that version already. They are already that person. They are. Every person in them has the seed to be, all the attributes that you could possibly imagine are in one specific person. And when you focus and have faith that that person is already who you want them to be, not that you're making them that way, because that's nuts. You're not making anyone anything. Everyone just is already the way. They already have the traits that you see. So when you're affirming for what you want, you're putting faith in those attributes of that person. That's all you're doing. You're putting faith into those specific attributes. I'm sure you've experienced it. If you push the nicest person to the brink long enough, they'll probably crack and get shitty, because everyone has the capacity to be any version of that self that you can envision in them, because that's just the nature of it. So everyone as you pushed out means that your faith in that individual, your faith in who they really are, in those attributes, is already there. It's already in there. It already exists. It's nothing that you have to change. It's already right there. And the more that you shine light on that, and the more that you trust in that, the more it comes to the surface, because they reflect back to you what you see in them. That's what everyone as you pushed out means. Let's look at someone who maybe throws you an insult. And there could be two ways to interpret that, perhaps. Or there's infinite ways, aren't there? Because we always make the assumptions. However, say one way that you interpreted it is, oh, that person is a jerk and they don't like me. So you've just assigned this random meaning. Or you can make an assumption, oh shit, like that person's flirting with me. You can. And that's fair enough. Do you not remember high school? Do you not remember being a silly adult? People say all kinds of shit, and it means what you make it. It means what you make it. You could make it mean something else again. Say you find that's very uncharacteristic of that person. You could go, shit, that person was mean, they've changed. Or you can go, that's uncharacteristic of that person. Maybe they're having a bad fucking day and it's nothing to do with me, and I'm not going to take it personally, because that's not going to help anything. I'm going to go, that doesn't mean anything, because I know this person cares about me. They just had to let off some steam. And later they're going to come around and be like, sorry about that. Assumptions about people are powerful. Let's put it into practice this way. Say I get a message from a friend and they're like, hey, how you going? And I reply like straight away and I'm like, yeah, I'm good, how are you? And then nothing, right? I could just assume that that person's being flaky, or I could assume that's really odd behavior, something must be going on. I might check on my friend and go, hey, is everything all right? You know, because those assumptions create different results. So say I'm like, they're being flaky, I could go, hey, like, what's with the random message? You're being really odd. And that creates really unfriendly energy, right? Or I can assume, hey, like, is everything all right? Like, you just message, like, I'm happy to get your message. I just want to check on you because, you know, I haven't heard anything since. Are you all good? And just assume that that friend, you know, is just having kind of like a funky day, and you'll be surprised. They'll come back and go, hey, I'm so sorry I got distracted, or hey, I'm actually in such a funk and blah, 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 blah. They'll come back to you that way. But if you message them going, hey, like, what's with the flaky behavior? They are likely to respond to you because of your assumption being like, don't worry about it, or, you know, oh, like, I'm sorry, I've just been in a funk. But their energy is going to be coming back at you in the way that you're assuming, which is it's flaky, because they're going to start going, oh, they see me as flaky. And then what's that creating? You know, it's literally creating it that way. So when you assume that, when you give people the benefit of the fucking doubt, that's when you're going to see good results. So when you're affirming, they contact me, they contact me, they contact me, you know, and you look at the meaning of what it means for them not to contact you. So if you've made it mean, if you're wanting all this contact, but you're wanting the contact because you've made it mean that if this person isn't contacting you, they don't like you, change the meaning of what the lack of contact means first. No, it doesn't. That person isn't contacting you because they're doing their own thing. They're figuring out their own head. They're organizing their own life. Maybe they want to be in a better state before they contact you. Maybe something's come up. There are a myriad of reasons that you can give this person, and genuinely trust in those reasons. You know, trust in the best version. That person is totally busy. I know they care about me. They're going to get back to me. They're going to get back to me. You can check in later. Hey, is everything all good? I haven't heard from you in a while. Just checking in that you're cool. You know, that's a nice thing to do. And if you're coming with the energy of genuinely believing that assumption, they're going to come back and match your energy. Yeah. Even if it doesn't seem like exactly what you want at first, it's going to start reflecting that if you genuinely have faith in that assumption of that person. So I guess with everyone as you pushed out, look at the reasons for why you want what you want from that person. If you want what you want from that person, or if you want them to behave in a certain way because you have a belief about the way they're behaving means a certain thing, look at the meaning that you're assigning to what their current behavior is and change it to mean something beneficial that gives them the benefit of the doubt. Because when you give the other person the benefit of the doubt, when you give people the benefit of the doubt, they show up that way for you. They show up that way for you. That's how it works. So that's my rant on everyone as you pushed out, and why it's not about changing someone. It's about having faith that they are the best version of themselves. It's about having faith in that. Yeah? And if you don't have faith in it, if you don't have faith that they are that best version, it makes me wonder, do you have faith that you are the best version of yourself? Because if you don't have faith that you are the best version of yourself, why would you believe that someone else is the best version of themselves unless you've just segmented that part? Everyone as you pushed out, it's about you. You know, that you're like, that interviewer reflects back at you that you're not good enough, because that's a belief that you have. You need to stop making the rejection mean that you're not good enough. You need to start making it mean something else. And then it will stop recreating that story that doesn't serve you anymore. You can make it mean I'm one step closer to the right job. Thank you for the no. One step closer to getting the right job. That's what you can make it mean. Yeah? Okay. I'm done now. Light, love, and blessings, all the good things. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, check out Patreon, and have a wonderful space time wherever you are. I'll catch you in your next video reading. Bye.